What's up, everybody? And I'm Tommy. This is one of my best friends, Jamie. And this is the Nerd Table, where there's room for everybody. So pull up a seat and get nerdy.
Hell
Because
yeah.
I woke up from a nap to be here. Y'all better be here too.
Exactly. Always remember like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, everyone's invited to the Nerd Table.
Yeah. Especially if you're trying to take a nap. I'm down with nap time. I'm just saying. I'm down with nap time, dog.
True.
What you been up to, man?
Well, nothing too much. Just counting the days down to Wrestlemania.
Yeah, you are.
Unfortunately, my fucking tire shit this weekend, so I'm driving on a donut till tomorrow, which I will promptly go and get a replacement tire and then get an alignment so this doesn't happen, hopefully, again.
Yeah, because from what you showed me, I mean, I had alignment issues with my Elantra to the point where they weren't comfortable even fixing it.
Yeah.
My tires would wear exactly like that.
Right. Yeah.
And that is super shitty.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. But that's a bummer. Have you had a chance to play South of Midnight yet?
No, not yet. I actually haven't played any games this week. I've kind of just been chilling, to be honest with you. I haven't really had the go to do anything.
You haven't had the Steam for it?
Yeah. Oh, and at work they're gonna start ramping up projects. So you know what that means?
Overtime?
Hell fucking yeah. So I'm gonna try to work as much overtime as I can. We have a warehouse that's actually near my house.
Yeah.
But it's like 30 minutes away from my house.
Okay.
So if you think about how far away it is from where I work, it takes me like 20 minutes in like no traffic to get down to where I work. So think about how it takes like 40 to an hour just to get up there in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to that because that place. So it used to be it was a big, massive warehouse that used to do a lot of stuff. Like there was a bunch of businesses that used that warehouse. So they had their own like cafeteria. Kind of like if you went to, and this is from my experience, going to NIH, which is National Institute of Health. Each building technically has its own. Well, there's certain buildings that have on the campus. They have their own lunch area where you can go and buy lunch and stuff. But the crazy part about it is they're in where the warehouse is, it's stuck in the 80s. It's wild, my dude.
That's kind of cool though.
I want to take a picture, but here's the thing. It's out in kind of the boonies. So sometimes like if you're going, you got to bring a flashlight and you gotta just make sure to be on your P's and Q's because there have been people that have broken in. Also, apparently, my manager was telling me there was they went there one time and there was a circle of roses. So they probably had a seance there. So
that's fucking weird.
Yeah, man. Like hardly like not a lot of people go there. Like it's not, easy to break in, but it's not well trafficked. It's just a giant warehouse, and weird shit happens there.
I'd be like, no.
Yeah, right?
I'd be nope all day. I'm white, but I'm not that white.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's wild. Speaking of places like that, my Digimon homies are all talking about going to a regional. And it's in fucking Roanoke.
Yeah, that shit's fucking
far. My
ass
is not going to Roanoke. No.
That's not the Roanoke, the massacre stuff that happened in Roanoke, North Carolina. Not, yeah.
I know, but homie don't play them games. It's close enough. And if you're gonna name it after that, no, I'm not doing it.
Technically,
that's bad juju.
You're right about that.
That's some bad juju.
There. Oh.
They're not that far apart.
Yeah. That's near the mountains.
Yeah. Hell no.
Let me see. I keep zooming out. How far away? Okay. So it's not, well, it is kind of far from the state line. But fuck, it's super far away from Richmond. And
Yeah.
Richmond's like
Dog, it's a
3
6-hour
hours away
drive
from me.
It's a 6-hour drive.
Bro,
I'm not doing it.
It's bro, why would they do it there? Why not I could see Virginia Beach. I could see that. You know what? Time out. I could see Lynchburg, but Roanoke?
Because Bandai has been hyper focused on online regionals because they launched literally during COVID. Yeah. And these places that are getting them are stores that are applying for regionals.
Oh, kind of like Altered Universes,
I guess.
for Philly and stuff. Oh, that's right. You've never been to a Yu-Gi-Oh regional.
But these are in the store itself. It's not like Philly where like you're in the convention center.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What's the name of the store?
I have no idea. They said Roanoke, and I immediately was like, nah.
You immediately checked out.
Yeah, because I knew it was 6 hours, and then Roanoke County. I was like, nope. Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I am curious.
Speaking of Digimon, I want to tell you this this wild shit. I think I told you, but I'm gonna put it on the podcast because why not? Dexter, stop it! Stop getting into shit. So I've been playing Virus Imperial Dramon deck, so Evil Imperial Dramon. Okay.
Yeah.
And I learned something new about that deck at locals.
Okay.
Because it says when you have Dragon Mode and you attack, one of its effects says you can go into fighter mode by paying the cost, the memory cost, which then just continues the attack naturally. But fighter mode then says when digivolving, if Dragon Mode is under it, trash your opponent's top security card, and then when a security is removed from your opponent's stack, delete their Digimon, which is really cool.
Non-targeting destruction. I like it.
But well, it is targeting. There's because it's a Digimon with DP equal or less than.
Right.
But Digimon doesn't really have a non-target versus target issue that Yu-Gi-Oh has. So it doesn't matter. But then it has a second effect of when digivolving, your opponent cannot play Digimon or Tamers by effects. So there's a couple decks that are kind of crucial to being able to do that. There's a Tyrannomon deck that I played against yesterday that has a key skill Fortitude that says when this Digimon is deleted, if it has sources, play it back out. Well, under the Imperial Dramon effect, it literally cannot play itself back out.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's really good.
And then there's a blue deck that focuses around fish that its level that its mega says has a code keyword called decode that says when this Digimon leaves the field, you can play this level Digimon from under its sources. So whether it says 4 or 5 or whatever, shuts that down too.
Damn.
Shuts down a Digimon if you check security and it has a security effect that says play this Digimon. Done. It's not playing. It's going straight to trash. If you check a Tamer, it's going straight to trash.
Damn.
I'm like, this is amazing.
That's pretty busted.
Yeah. I love it.
Also, I found out the name of the event organizer.
Oh, okay, cool.
Top Cut Events.
Okay.
But fuck, that's so
That's
dumb.
so far.
It's very far.
And speaking of that regional,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you a throwback name of who's gotten into Digimon recently.
Oh?
Motherfucking Riddle.
Riddle?
Riddle.
Wow. I'm steamed up. Damn, that is a throwback name.
Right?
Wow, I like that.
That's back to the early Phoenix days.
Yeah, I know, right? That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like if y'all didn't do stuff on Tuesdays and everything, I think I would like if they did stuff on a weekend, I would come down and hang out with y'all.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah,
I need to get my weight up in Digimon. I haven't played
I know.
in
I built you like 85% of a deck for your birthday.
I know, right? And I still haven't done shit for it. Bro, there's a huge store in Frederick that I can't remember the name, and it really upsets me. One of the Yugi tubers, your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, shout out to him. He did an interview with the owner of the place. Bro, you think what is it? You haven't been to Kent yet, have
No,
you?
I have not. That's a hike for
Bro,
me.
that store is like double the size of Kent.
Damn.
Maybe even triple the size.
I know Kent Island's a big store too.
It's a very big store. Oh, by the way, I stopped by there when I got my card from Mom.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of stuff, because we're about to roll into our first topic.
Well, I was gonna get into what I was playing too, but
oh yeah. I'm just saying, like we're gonna roll into our first topic after you get finished.
You right.
With what you're playing.
You still need to read Power Rangers Prime, because I mean, even though I have back issues for you.
That's true. I picked up more sleeves, and
Nice.
there's a reason why I picked up more sleeves, and that's going to be rolling into our next topic. But what have you been playing, sir?
I finished Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth.
Nice.
God, that game, holy hell, dude, it's so good. It got me so excited for Time Stranger dropping. I want to play Hacker's Memory, the like spin-off sequel. But that's gonna have to wait. I cannot go into a 5th RPG back to back.
No, don't you have Metaphor still? Did you get Metaphor?
I have Metaphor, Persona 3, and 5.
Damn.
That I've not touched.
Damn, yo, you are flushed with the games.
So, let's go with the RPGs that I've played back to back. All right.
Well, we all know you played Final
Crisis
Fantasy.
Core, Final Fantasy Reunion, Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't care what people say. You don't have to count that as an RPG. I'm fucking counting it as an RPG.
I was about to say, yeah, it's
I'm making builds and I'm hunting shit and I'm leveling up. Guess what? It's a fucking RPG.
Yeah, it does have the trappings of an RPG, so I can't argue with you there, my dude.
Assassin's Creed Shadows, exact similar situation. And then Story Cyber Sleuth.
Yeah.
I did the math. I started those games at the end of January. We're in April. Actually, no, not even January. I started it in February. We're in April. I've played 10 days worth of RPGs.
Damn.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget about all the times that you haven't slept. So you have played a lot of RPGs.
Speaking of that, Marvel Rivals, baby.
Oh yeah.
We got Emma Frost.
Yeah, she's kind of a problem, bro. I saw
I don't know about problem.
Wombo of combos with her and fucking Scarlet Witch. I was like, holy shit! I didn't think you could go through and do that because I didn't know her ult pulls people towards you.
Yeah,
and then
over time,
what's her name comes in, pure
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, oh, you know what? As soon as I see that, I'm like, nah, B. As I'm targeting Scarlet Witch every single time. You're not doing that bullshit. You are not doing that.
Yeah. Dude, it feels so good. Like playing Emma Frost, like she doesn't do a ton of damage in one go, but like she's fucking tank. That's not what tanks
Yeah,
do for the most part.
true. I mean, she's disruptive and stuff like that. I do like her grab.
Her diamond mode.
Yeah.
Whoo! Whoo, mommy. Whoo. She could grab me like that.
Oh, also speaking of Dami mommies, I want to send you a video of Rhea Ripley crushing C4 cans between her thighs,
Oh, I
but I
saw
forgot.
that. Oh, I
Oh,
saw it.
cool. All
You
right,
have corrupted my algorithm with wrestling.
that's true. Oh shit, yo! Speaking of algorithms, did you
Oh
see
no.
that your boy, your musky boy, is getting rid of DMs in Twitter and making a separate thing for chats?
What?
Yeah.
What? Why?
Because that motherfucker got caught trying to solicit a woman to have his baby and she rejected him. So he went through and retaliated by reducing the amount of income she gets from her Twitter Blue and and then like deleting the message and everything.
That sounds about
But
right for President Elon.
yeah, I know, right? What a cunt.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the political talk we'll get into
Yeah.
because yeah, fuck that.
Let's get into topic 1, which was originally going to be topic 2, but you got a segue with them sleeves.
Yes. I have a segue for those sleeves for a reason because we are talking about all the Gundam TCG news that happened on the 12th. But
Oh, dog, it's still happening.
Well, yeah. I know. There's like they're just dropping more and more knowledge, and, like
Yeah.
more and more knowledge, more like card updates and everything.
Speaking of,
So,
remind me to get you in my like Digimon homie server because we got a Gundam chat, and it's as soon as the leak drops, it's posting in there.
oh, nice. Is it part of? Oh, so this is a separate server, correct?
Yes, totally separate.
Oh, damn. Why you should have just made like Squirtle Squad and then made
Well,
everything
this is for
like.
the like homies that like I see every week at like portals and shit. Well, not all of them, but
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I'll send you the
I mean,
invite
I
right
guess.
now.
All right, cool. I'll check it on my phone.
Yeah,
All
it's
right, for it to be on the thing.
it started as like my Digimon crew, and then as we expanded into like other games, more people joined,
Yeah.
which is totally cool.
Yeah, I love it.
But
Damn, you got the Digimon reveals, the One Piece reveals.
yeah,
Gundam. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. I like it. That makes
yeah.
me happy.
So now you'll see all the Gundams when they get
Yeah.
posted.
Yeah, I'm steamed for that. That way, it beats me trying to
Find them
figure
on
out
Twitter.
what's happening on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sifting through that shit is sometimes a nightmare.
I'm aware.
But
Gundam.
okay, so what exactly do you want to start first in Gundam?
Let's talk about some of the beta, like the changes from the beta.
Okay, cool. That's it. That's what I was thinking about talking about. So, the biggest news is that they are fundamentally changing how the cards look to make them better for legibility, which is great.
This is what one looks like right now.
Yes.
You see how small the text is and the keywords and the life and all that, and how the life is the same color as like the color of the card. All that's
Yes,
changed.
they're changing that to white. They're making keywords
Larger, significantly larger.
significantly larger.
They're making the text larger,
which is great.
Yeah.
Which actually means
Aren't they changing the color of the keywords too to like orange?
Yeah, they're changing it so it's brighter. So, let me see. If I go to this, I should have had this page open.
Let me look at the Gundam reveals because that has all of the changes.
They are okay. So HP and AP
Or
text
white.
color has been revised. They are white, so you'll be able to see it on like a different type of like when you're looking at it, like it'll pop for you
They've
instead of it.
labeled the link box.
Yep.
Effect texts are larger.
Yep. Text size increased for readability, which is great. Because that text was kind of small. I complained about that during the beta. I was like, "Fuck, this text is small."
Pilot label is in a consistent spot next to the name now.
Yes. Also, that is on white text on a black background, so you can actually know that it's a pilot.
Yep.
Which is great. Let's see.
When linked and during linked are now yellow.
Yes, which now that's gonna help a lot of people, and it kind of has yeah. Oh
Yeah.
shit! I didn't. Yep, I understand. I'm looking. Oh, I see now. When you stack a card on top of a link in a pilot, you can actually see that the link arrow points down to where the pilot is.
Yep.
Wow, that is actually a great change. To be honest with you, that's a really great change. Damn, I'm happy about that.
So I love all of this for two reasons. I'm all for making the cards easier to understand.
Yes, me too.
Also, that's just going to increase the value of the beta cards.
And that's the reason why I bought more sleeves, because those sleeves are going to be in for all the new stuff that comes out.
This beta stuff is not getting played.
Exactly. All the stuff that's in sleeves already is staying in those sleeves, and I might actually just sleeve up the rest of them just because. Fuck it.
Right?
You know, the best part about it is the beta cards are still playable, but fuck, why would you go through and play them? Also, while I was at Portals in Kent, I shout out the Portals.
Always shout out the Portals.
I put my name down to try to see if I can get one of each of the starter decks.
Nice. I need to do that still. I'm not gonna do one of each. You should have done two of the ones you cared about.
Yeah, but if I get them all, then like
you're gonna need play sets though. I mean, fair. Like,
yeah,
I'm probably gonna get. I'll probably get the starter deck, the seed starter deck, because we know now it's white red. So I'm excited for that. But
oh yeah, speaking of colors, that's gonna be on the list.
Oh
as well.
No, dog! I've got the whole thing here.
Yeah.
They've announced new sleeves, which all right, cool.
Oh wait, hold on. They've also clarified what breach does.
Okay.
Which a lot of people didn't really.
We were all kind of confused for that
about breach. So they're doing what Magic is doing, which like whenever like there's a keyword, they'll actually have this keyword does blase blase, like scry, like scry 1, look at the top card, put it on the bottom, or keep it on top. Everybody knows. But that's yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Sorry about that.
We already talked about the when paired, right? They're changing it from when paired to when linked.
Yeah.
That way, yeah. So now it's gonna be universally across the entire board when linked. Like this effect, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Let's see. So, on to the products. So, we want to you want to talk about the sleeves, because the sleeves look nice and clean.
I mean, the sleeves look nice, but I will tell you, and anybody else hyped about this game, Bandai sleeves are ass.
Yeah, get a set of sleeves if you just want to have. Yeah.
Like if you want to use these sleeves, get some over sleeves, but your deck's gonna be thick as fuck.
True, yeah.
What I do for Digimon is I'll use the Bandai sleeves for my eggs, and I'll oversleeve those, because those are only 4 to 5.
Yeah.
So it's not real thick.
Yeah, you're not doing a whole deck.
Yeah. Granted, I'm only using those. I'm not using those for like like the normal Bandai sleeves that are in stores. Like these are like the P Bandai sleeves that are like hard to fucking get.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Then I'm doing that. New
Bandai
dice.
is an ass hat with
Yeah,
that.
we're getting new dice with a dice holding box.
Well, hold on, bro. Hold on. Let's we skipped over something else though. So there's a card case.
Oh, I didn't skip over that. That was
Oh,
next.
okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, the dice. I think I'll pick up a set of dice.
Yeah, me too.
Just because I'm not using my beta dice. No, why? For what?
Yeah,
I can pick up these dice. They're clean, and they give you the same 6 that you got in the beta. So
they look like they're different colored.
yeah, which I like.
Yeah,
Actually,
because I
let me look.
believe the ones from the beta were white with the silver print.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
these
do.
are like white with a blue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
these
I would actually probably buy 2 of these.
yeah, they're white. Yeah, they're white with a little flecks of silver in them.
Well, I'm just talking about the ink. Like the background of these look white with like blue sparkles.
Yeah.
If my phone will, if you guys can see that.
Mhm.
Next up, we've got a deck box. And when you buy the deck box, it comes with an EX base token of the Strike Gundam and an EX resource token of Lacus Klein. So from Gundam Seed.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Which is pretty BA if you think about it.
And they've announced other promo tokens, but I'm not completely sure how we get them. Like they've announced one that we already have.
Yes.
Which is the Wing Gundam one.
Yes. I have
Take it over from here.
I have a theory, sir.
Yes.
And I think this is going to hold true. I don't want to get your hopes up. So they haven't mentioned how you get the Kira and the Strike Gundam resource yet.
They haven't mentioned really how you get any of them.
I think
they just have dates.
I think they're going to be special editions that you can pick up at the conventions this year that are coming up before the event.
Well, if there's one at Otakon and it has the strike, you know what to do, sir. Or the Justice.
Hold on. Let me tell you. I was talking to a lady at the Otakon booth at the Cherry Blossom Festival. Oh, I forgot to say I went to the Cherry Blossom Festival, and I think I have a new favorite Japanese rock band. But that's neither here nor there. I'll have to send you some stuff. They fucking rocked it out. But that's neither here nor there. She specifically says, hey, we're doing a giant robot exhibit in the game room. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, I know exactly what you're doing. You don't have to say no more.
I'm there.
Steamed up. I am in there like swimwear. I will clothesline somebody. I'll powerbomb somebody through the floor. Because guess when Otakon is, my dude? It is August 8th through the 10th.
Yeah.
Guess when Gundam comes out?
July
11th. Bro, like what the fuck? Let's go. You know what I mean? And then guess what? Guess what other oh shit. I need to look at the date.
Like I said, if there's Justice or Strike tokens, I need it.
I'm gonna another reason why I was trying to be, kind of run mad to get some of these the decks and stuff is because I think I'm gonna try to see they might have like
a tournament,
either a free play or a tournament there.
And you want to have a deck ready.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need to have a deck ready.
You're gonna need either singles or a box at that point, though.
I'm probably gonna have to invest in a box, unfortunately. That way I can start pulling stuff or run around to all the card shops around
like
here
a mad dash.
Yeah, and start trading for stuff to be able to get some of the things that I want to get. You know, I'm still on the fence about what I wanted to do. Excuse me. I had a Seagram's, not Seagram's. I had a Canada Dry, bro. This shit is the tits right here.
You
This is
talked
the
about this
cherry
last
version.
episode.
What happened?
You talked about this last pod.
This is the cherry one. This isn't the strawberry one.
Oh, so there's more.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I had the can up to the screen. I was like, this is the cherry version of the one I had last episode. But let me see. What
there's
else?
Also they've kind of just they announced really like 3 types of like structures of events. There's beginner's battle, described as a casual event for people who are new to card games. Shop battle, for those who want to play against various people, for beginner or intermediate players. And then they call it new type challenge, recommended for those who want to test their skills. And it says that these will be held at stores nationwide.
Nice.
I assume the beginner's battle will be similar to how Bandai does Digimon Tamer Party, which kind of leaves like some discretion to the stores of how they handle it, but it's meant to be like a more casual day. We started doing it at Portals after I talked to the manager Dante, and I was like, "Hey man, how about we just do it as like a jank week type of thing where we just play off meta fun shit?" He was like,
"Yeah,
I love that idea." I was like, "Let's do it."
Nice.
And because like One Piece has one of them too. I think it's called Pirate Party. But like you get like special promo packs.
Yeah.
It's actually how I pulled my classic art Magnamon that I showed you before.
I like that one.
Yeah. Other than that, they also announced a tutorial app,
which is good because they've done it for One Piece,
Digimon and Dragon Ball.
Yeah, so it was just bound to happen.
Yeah. And then the big news of this is Starter Deck 5.
Yes.
Iron Bloom, which is an Iron Blooded Orphans purple deck. So we're getting a new color as the 5th deck.
Yes. How crazy is that? So I just love the way they're rolling this out. They gave us a clear timeline of how things are coming, and then it's not even a slow thing. They're just like boom, haymaker, boom, haymaker, boom, haymaker. But all you have to do is just wait for everything to come out. So we have July, the 4 decks coming out, plus the first full set that's coming. September is the purple deck. Then October is the set 2 is in September as well, right? Or no, is that October?
I think it's. I think it is October.
Yeah, that's why I think it's like they're just cranking it out and everything.
Yeah,
and
like at least something every month.
Yeah, it's something every month, and they're like it's because I'm on the thing and I'm trying to check out.
What I like is that it's starting off already unified.
Yes.
Because Digimon just got unified, and we're pretty much getting product every month. Like next week, we're getting 2 starter decks. No, actually, excuse me. Friday, we're getting 2 starter decks, and next week we're getting a new set. Man, I'm so excited for that set, but my wallet is gonna hate me.
Yeah, I feel you.
Primarily because I already can't afford it. But
bro, I can't find the thing where they have a list of everything that's coming out.
Yeah, the timeline. It's not that important. Like that was stuff that already got announced that we had talked about. So no need to tread over that.
Yeah, we're not treading over. We don't have to go across the trail the same. We've already talked about it. But yeah, this is gonna be crazy. I just wanna I wanna know if we're gonna be getting like the really badass alt arts like we did in the betas.
Oh, we are.
Because those alt arts are gonna be nice. I want to know.
Look in the Gundam chat, like in the Gundam reveals, and you'll see one of Gundam Ariel. I want to know what Purple's gonna do.
Yeah, because like so we have
because Digimon Purple revolves around trash.
Yeah,
I assume One Piece does kind of too.
Yeah. So what is it? Green is ramp. Red is gonna be high maneuverability, which is unblockables.
Which is really weird because normally red is aggro.
Yeah, but I mean, technically that is kind of aggro if you think about it. If you have a high maneuver, you can't stop them.
But you know what I mean, like the Go Burr Big Boy, which is more of blue in this set. In this game.
Yeah, blue is what's blue again?
Really just like attack, like that's more of like your basic like default color pretty much.
Blue is gonna be the color. Blue is like Captain America.
Yeah, you know? it's like what red is in most card games.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And then like purple, we don't know. You know, that's the best mystery.
No idea.
You know, and then like they're doing some of the best shit ever, and they're revealing like a card basically every week.
No, every day.
Every day.
Yeah, it's every day.
They're dropping new shit every day. Oh,
yeah,
man, I can't believe what I think. I think of what I'm seeing is, oh shit.
Jamie just came, everybody. Jamie just came.
Yeah, I think Powerhouse Hobbs is hurt.
Oh, here it is. Here's the October is set 2.
Okay. So yeah, damn.
The winter is starter deck 7 and 8 and set 3.
Nice.
Yeah. That'd be exciting. There's a lot to enjoy for Gundam right now.
There's gonna be a lot. And there's no not stopping the hype for it. You know what I mean? Like it just seems like it's not fever pitch yet, but it's high enough that people are still talking about it.
Yep.
And it's like, you know, there's a guy that I watch on YouTube on occasion. He talks about a lot of upcoming card games, and he was talking about like some of the reveals from last week, and he was like, "Bro, I'm hyped about this game too." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, man!" Like there's no reason, like it's listen, this feels complete. This was just the beta.
Yeah.
Like obviously, and we only had 4 colors at the time. Or 3, that is, because red's wasn't there.
Yeah,
but it felt complete with just 3 colors.
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna happen when all 5 are out?
Stores are already holding tournaments with people being able to use the beta kit and proxies of cards from the beta kit.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
because you know what the crazy part is, I would definitely go through and
well, they're online.
I would proxy like the Xeon cards, to be honest with you. I think that's going to be a really fun ramp deck, but
well, they're only allowed to proxy what was in the beta kit.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I just need to be able to get to Chars and everything, because then you just do your Xeon your Zaku stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
You just got excited.
This game is gonna be so fun. I can't wait.
Yeah. Speaking of games getting more announcements, Marathon, Bungie's second games as a service.
Yep.
Got a whole ass reveal event on Saturday.
Yeah. Not out of the blue per se, but
it was like 3 days in advance that people knew about it.
Yeah.
So they announced the release date. the price. They didn't announce the price, but they said that it will be a paid service, but it will not be $70, which I think is smart.
Good.
Because if they released a game with, I think it's got 6 characters and 3 maps and a battle pass for $70, people would be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes out on, I think, September 23rd, which is the same day as Borderlands.
Oh God, I didn't even know that. Damn,
Yeah.
it's gonna get blown out the water.
I don't know if it's gonna get blown out because I mean, Bungie, like, you and I both know that to a lot of people, all you got to do of like someone that likes shooters is say Bungie and they're in.
Yeah.
And then you've got
Bungie
people
has built up a lot of trust with people.
They've burnt a lot of it too.
That's also true. But also think about it like this: hasn't 2K burned a lot of their bridges too?
Yeah.
They've lost a lot of favor.
Look at the name of Bungie and kind of like how popular they are, and you combine Sony's marketing machine. I'm not sure this game can fail.
That's true. I mean, honestly, it really doesn't look bad. It's just that
it does look a little bricky. Like,
yeah.
And by that everybody I mean like everything looks a little pointy. Now that could have been because the footage that we were seeing might have been alpha. But yeah. Oh, it'll have crossplay and cross save. It will be on PC, PS5, and Series S and X.
Oh well, shit. That's definitely not too bad right there. I like that.
One thing is that it's an extraction shooter. So, and if people don't know what that is, there's like the Division, where you could go into the dark zones and get loot and come out, but people could kill you and steal your stuff.
God,
that's extraction.
Such an annoying thing.
Or Escape from Tarkov. That's an extraction game. Or the Call of Duty DMZ mode. So here's the thing. I fucking hate extraction shooters.
Yeah, they're a pain in the butt.
I fucking hate them.
I really want to know what they're going to do differently.
So
there has to be something different.
From the gameplay, it looks like part of the difference is the amount of bots that are in the world, that there's way more than other games of this genre. So you're not just like out of combat, like for a big stretch of time, just searching for loot, and then boom, you're in combat.
Right.
And then out of combat. Like, it seems like they want to keep the action going, which I like.
Yeah.
And I mean, Bungie gameplay don't miss. So, like, I'll give the game a shot. Like,
you can only give it
I don't want to say love, because I have a very, very, like, on again, off again relationship with Bungie right now. God, I don't know the word that I'm looking for here. It's not faith. It's damn sure not trust.
Yeah.
Whatever. I've known Bungie to make like good quality, like feeling games. So I do believe that they will make something feel good. Because even right now, if I go to Destiny, it feels good. The grind is just ass.
Destiny feels like a warm blanket out of the dryer.
I will say that Destiny 2, when it comes to a shooter, is the best a game has ever felt, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot top Bungie's gunplay. You can't.
No. They've been doing it for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're so different. It feels different. Like, so that's why I'm willing to give an extraction shooter a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And from everything I saw, I'm like, all right, cool. And they chose Marathon, which is a world that they had already established. So if they really want, they could tell like some sort of a story there.
Yeah.
So
I
let
do
me.
trust Bungie when it tells time to tell like a cohesive story.
Yeah.
I didn't say good. I said
Yeah.
cohesive.
Now the game takes place
Mm.
on a planet called Tau Ceti 4. It's an abandoned planet, and what happens is like you're playing as these runners, which are essentially cyborgs that you upload your consciousness to, which is
Mm-hmm.
how it explains like the die come back type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Which is good.
Yeah, which I'm like, that's cool because it's not just like Call of Duty die respawn die respawn die respawn.
Mm-hmm.
Says that they want to make sure players have tons of strategic choices, both in terms of gear in their loadouts, but also on the ground in terms of tactical operations, entrance and exfil points, and so on. There will be a variety of ways to win in Marathon besides surviving. Um, I'm just scrolling through the Games Radar article
Mm-hmm.
of it. When was this? Okay, yeah, this be multiplayer only. Well, we knew that.
Of course.
They said the heart of Marathon's gameplay experience is PvP, but it's not the entire story. We're building a rich, immersive world that will have ample opportunities for exploration and conflict, both against other players and AI-controlled enemies. Um, Combine that
Okay.
with the different objectives and motivations that players will have for each run, as well as
Mm-hmm.
narrative doors that can be unlocked as players discover things and accomplish tasks. It creates this really rich palette of gameplay possibilities that will only continue to grow and evolve.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
you can unlock certain places through story progression, basically.
Like
But
you
you
find
don't
like a
have
key
to.
card or something.
Yeah, but you don't have to do that,
Yeah.
which I think I like that.
Like you could literally play this game and extract and not see a single like PvP opponent and just see bots.
Yeah.
But
Or you
they're
could
on that
just
map.
be,
There's the danger
or
of them being there.
or you can just be a masochist and just dive headfirst into every single fight you see
Yeah. See,
and get blown
players
up
will
at people.
engage solo or in crews of 3, searching for mysterious alien artifacts as well as uh, search for valuable loot and weapons and gear they can add to their collection. Teases that the world will be full of persistent, evolving zones where players can take their own journey with every run they take.
Mm-hmm.
From what I saw, it was like, oh, you get these weapons and you extract. Guess what? They're yours, and you can add them to a loadout.
Ooh.
But if you lose them, you're fucked.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, that's kind of like how Call of Duty had it with
The
they
DMZ.
have yeah. They have it so you can get what are the red guns? I can't remember. They're
I
not
don't
confiscation. I can't remember. People in the comments still know.
know. Let's
Um
see. I'm trying to find some more of what they said because Bungie is known for action-forward gameplay. Blah blah blah. For us, we're getting a bit more into tactical action, which is something that Bungie's never dipped into. Part of that is introduce a little bit of friction, but good friction in a way where you want to get people to lean forward and feel the tension. In past games, tension came from overwhelming odds, and this is overwhelming odds, but more of intangibles of where is everything? I don't have the
mhm.
perfect information. Okay. That's cool. Let me see. I'm just trying to find like there was a gameplay detail of stuff that I wanted to talk about. PlayStation blog probably has it.
Yeah.
Runners are cybernetic mercenaries who've given up their human form for biosynthetic shells. They've sacrificed a piece of humanity for a slice of immortality that allows their consciousness to be transferred upon death. In Marathon, you'll choose from a roster of runners with unique stats, abilities, and styles, while each runner brings their own flair, and they're also a foundation for you to customize your playstyle. To do so, you'll collect implants and other equipments during your runs that you can use to augment your runner and dial them into how you want to play. For example, Glitch is all about agility, movement, and going fast. You can lean into this style harder by stacking implants and upgrades that reduce heat buildup and allow you to keep running, jumping, and sliding before having to cool down. There are also rare items that can really push the boundaries, like prestige cores. Glitch has one that will upgrade her double jump into a triple jump, giving you more maneuverability in the air.
Yeah, it's not gonna get annoying. So, yeah. Did they?
Not at all.
I have a strange feeling that Bungie is gonna just make 3 classes that you can just customize on your own.
I think it's 6 at the moment.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Because I was gonna get kind of upset because it was gonna be like, wait a minute,
it's just gonna be Destiny.
Yeah, and then I've been like, upset.
Like, do we really want to do this?
Yeah, exactly. While you're looking up more stuff
no, you're
for
good.
Marathon, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I was on Twitter today, and not today, yesterday, and I saw a guy who plays a lot of Destiny, but he's not like a super huge streamer. He used to be a commentator, and probably still is a wrestling commentator, but I haven't seen any of his stuff. But he said, what gun in Destiny would make the best nightlight? So I posted.
Oh no!
I posted on his. I made a comment on there, and I was like, "1K voices, LOL."
Yeah.
And then runner up would be Witherhorde.
Oof. You're forgetting about Prometheus lens. It's right there.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, you turn that on, like you'll blow a hole through your it's Prometheus lens would be they have those flashlights, those real high powered flashlights with the fans in them because they get so hot.
Yeah.
That's what Prometheus lens is. You turn it on and just blind everybody. Bro, imagine it's pitch black in your room and it's like fuck. I was like, man, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. So you're reaching around for your flashlight, right? You pick up the fucking Prometheus lens and be like, and you're not thinking, and you squeeze the trigger, and all of a sudden you're just blind. You're the dude that's waking up in that GIF, like the guy was like that, but like you blind yourself because of Prometheus lens. I was also gonna say Tommy's matchbook, but you don't want to burn your house down.
No. Let's see. I found some stuff about some of the characters. So, in the alpha, and what they showed off is that there's 4 of the characters will be playable. There's Locust, who soldiers. It's the description here is the soldiers of Marathon. Locust players can pop a shield, and their playstyle favors aggressive combat tactics. Prime ability is Search and Destroy. Tactical ability is Barricade. Trait 1 is Thruster, and Trait 2 is Tactical Sprint. Now, they don't describe what these are, so you kind of have to leave it up to your imagination a little bit.
Soldier 76 will mix with Captain America.
The next one is Blackbird, Recon Specialist. Blackbird's players can help their team plan for battle as they are capable of scanning for other players in dangers. Prime ability is Echo Pulse. Tactical ability is Tracker Drone. Trait 1 is Interrogation. Trait 2 is Stalker Protocol.
That's fucking what's my name from Apex. That's Crypto. Not Crypto.
The next one is Glitch. Since Bungie hasn't shared too much on glitch class yet, but it looks like these runners are skilled at disrupting enemies and flushing them out of hiding. Primary abilities are Amplify, Tactical is Disruptor, Trait 1 is Microjets, Trait 2 is Power Slide. And then Void is Stealth Specialist. Void runners can use Optic Camouflage and Smoke Grenades to strike from the shadows, with the primary ability being Smokescreen, Tactical is Active Camo, Trait 1 is Shadow Dive, and Trait 2 is Shroud.
Hey, they need to change that name. We don't need no more Shadow Dives. Shadow Dive, that word needs to be stricken from...
Shadow.
Oh, Shadow. I thought you said Shatter. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear nothing Shatter related. I'm still butthurt about that busted ass combo.
Yeah.
Sakes.
So the fun thing here is I did get a code. This is a weird situation. They're having an alpha, but you could sign up to essentially be in the pool to get selected for the alpha. So I got a code to hopefully get into the alpha. Damn. Instead of getting guaranteed. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, the code didn't guarantee it. It just puts me in the pool. All right, whatever. But
I say boo-earns to that.
If I do get selected, and odds are I probably will from the way Bungie's been handling it, because it's a North American only alpha.
Okay, well that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, they clearly are limiting keys because the way they handled it was like certain partner streamers, they gave 10 keys to give away to their chat and stuff like that. And they were giving away, like they were letting people enter if they were in the Marathon Discord.
Oh.
So if plus side is if I get selected, it's already confirmed that there's 2 friend keys.
Okay.
So if I'm playing, you're playing.
Oh, bro, like there's no question. Like I'm interested in playing. 100% interested in playing.
Me too.
So like, yeah, I really want to see how it is, how it goes, and I want to. Jesus Christ, I want to go through and rock it.
Yeah, I want to see how this plays. I don't like extraction shooters, but I want to try it. I want to see how it does. Partially because it's Bungie, but also because I feel like this is a make or break it for Bungie.
Yes.
And speaking of Bungie, they announced the first what was for like Destiny 2 like Frontiers, like what was going to be Apollo. They announced the name of that expansion. Called the Edge of Fate.
Yeah, it seems like it has something to do with
it's supposed to have, I guess it has to do with the 9.
Yeah, which I think
about goddamn time.
Yes, for one, yes, about time. There's a lot of like mystery stuff that surrounds Destiny, and I'd love to unlock all the books and stuff that you get in game. Yeah, that way we could actually try to read up on stuff and figure it out. Like obviously you can go online and do it, but it's like, what's the fun of that when I can just do the hard work and unlock shit like that? You know what I mean? That's half the fun. That's the reason why we enjoy Destiny. We enjoy the grind. Yeah, well,
not anymore. Well, not right now.
Yeah, not right now.
But we enjoy Destiny for a lot of reasons, and the payoff from the grind was one of them.
Yeah, like even playing the very few raids that I've played with y'all, and the camaraderie, the general camaraderie with everybody. Getting into the Xbox chat and just bullshitting or staying up way too late.
Dog.
To the point where what do we
it was bad.
We ran what? We ran Riven, and then we tried to run another one right back to back. And I'm like, I'm literally falling asleep
I think
as
we did. I think what happened was we did Vault really fast, and
yeah,
then we did Riven checkpoint itself, and
yeah,
then tried
because
to
you were
do one more.
yeah, and like there was jumping puzzles, and I'm like, I'm too tired for this. I can't do this. I already don't like jumping puzzles. I can't do it when I'm half tired.
Yeah,
You know. So, but
I
yeah,
feel that.
I do wanna go dust off the Xbox one day, update that Destiny, and then try to just run through and do some stuff, like do some
For
story
sure.
stuff. I haven't done it in a while. You know, go out there and bullshit, and
Yeah, I get that. Um,
hmm
oh, Jamie,
Yes, sir.
you want to see what my next game is gonna be?
Yes.
So
Oh no.
you're gonna be so mad at me.
Is it Catherine?
No, I wish. I
Mm.
wish it was Catherine. You're gonna be so mad at me because you know my history of things. And by history, I mean my health.
Oh no. Is it Resident Evil? Oh.
It's until dawn, baby.
It, okay, I've my
So
friend that I was trying to get on,
let me let me
I
give some
watched.
backstory real quick about the Resident Evil thing.
Okay.
Everybody, Resident Evil 7 literally put me in a hospital
Yes.
from an anxiety attack. Since then, I've been terrified to play horror games, but I was I was like, well, I was having anxiety problems and it was before it got officially diagnosed and I was unmedicated
hmm
and I thought I was having a heart attack and dying. This was years ago. Go ahead, Jamie.
Yes, years ago. Yeah, it's actually not too bad.
Okay, cool.
There's a couple of jump scares and everything, but it like I don't like scary stuff, but I was watching my friend play
Mm-hmm.
and like it wasn't that bad. It was just a lot of really cool like I think it's scary to the point where there are going to be some scares, but it's not going to be too crazy. But
Yeah.
it's meant to be played multiple times.
Yeah.
So it can't be extremely scary because then it's like, well, once you see it once, I know it's coming. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want to play through it at least once
hmm
before the movie comes out next week.
yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Like,
I think you'll be able to knock it out. Oh, speaking of movies,
mm-hmm.
you know what Friday is, right?
Sinners, and I'm gonna go see it.
Hell yeah. I'm going to try to see it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I would rather pay full price for it, but WrestleMania is this weekend and WrestleMania takes precedent over everything else.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you could just go Friday after you're tired.
No, no. Hmm.
Unless you care about like the SmackDown or whatever.
No, I'm doing my tire tomorrow before work.
Oh, I thought you said you were doing it Friday.
I did, but I think I can swing it I think I can swing it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday I'm just going to chill and then come home and watch SmackDown.
Gotcha.
And then Saturday do the alignment
You'll be
and
doing.
then
You're busy all day anyway. Saturday.
yeah, Saturday is going to be a busy time.
But
Say the
which
least.
leads us into our next thing.
Yes.
Uh, y'all are gonna see us in different clothes.
Mhm.
You're gonna see that this is definitely not recorded the same day, because guess what? We got a long one for you.
Yep, we got a long one. So strap up and strap in.
And strap on.
Fuck yeah, let's do it, bro.
Good, because we're already recording.
Oh shit, what the fuck?
I just started like a second ago.
Oh, okay. I'm watching a guy feed a bear a not a rooster, but it's a rooster shaped lollipop, but I think
What
it's
the
made out of
fuck?
honey.
That's
Yeah, it's
wild.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Um,
Bear's fucking humongous, my dude. That's why I don't understand why people want to say they can fight a grizzly bear. Bro, you
no.
can't fight a grizzly bear
Mm-mm.
because as soon as it swipes at you once, that's your whole midsection just out on your in your lap. I'm like, my
Look,
guts, my guts are hanging out.
everyone, like, whenever someone gets asked a question, they're like, "Oh, what's the biggest animal you could take?" My ass is over here like, "Raccoon. That's about it." Like, cause I'll just punt the bitch.
Yeah, or you grab it by the tail and yeet it into the darkness.
I'm
Like
not
that lady. Did
advocating
you
for
see?
animal violence, people. I'm just saying raccoons are small enough to punt.
That's true. By the way, have you seen that video of the lady saving her cat from a raccoon attack?
Probably.
Yeah, she grabbed it by the tail. So the cat came up the stairs and the raccoon tried to chase after it. And like the bottom stairs were dark, and she grabbed the raccoon by the tail and yeeted it, and it
Granted,
just disappeared.
you put a big enough dog in front of me and I'm choking it out like it's a person.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or just two in the snout. Just boop.
Yep.
Again, not advocating for anything. Don't hurt
Yeah.
animals. But I'm not above it
Yep.
if my life came to it.
Yeah.
Bro, last weekend, I can't believe we didn't talk about this yet. With UFC 314.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, that was fire.
Oh yeah. You're all right. We didn't talk about UFC. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Like
Right?
we went and talked about everything else except UFC, and UFC
Our boy
is
Patty the Batty got the dub.
yeah, which is good.
He beat the brakes off of Michael Chandler.
I've seen
Dude, I sent you the full fight.
There's a clip of him looking like he was in a fucking war.
Yeah. Patty did not look like he got touched. But fucking Michael Chandler, oh my god. That man got battered.
Yeah.
And then my boy Alexander Volkanovski got in a 5-round war with Diego Lopez. And the internet can say what they want about me calling it a war. It was competitive. Yes, I still had it 4-1 for Volk. But that doesn't mean the rounds can't be close.
That's true.
Like,
it's the best part about professional fighting.
Yeah.
Going to judges and stuff. Things can be close.
The judges suck ass, don't get me wrong. But
I was trying to put them over.
No, fuck them. Fuck them. The only thing worse than bad judging is bad refs.
Well, yeah, bad refs are pretty bad.
Yeah. But, like, each round, like, Volk was getting the better of him for most of the fight. Just getting the better of the exchanges, but that doesn't mean he wasn't getting hit. He was just winning the exchanges.
Yeah.
And Lopez's power fucked him up. He said that after the fight that, like, his, like, teeth and everything are fucked up. And I'm like, damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
You can't be eating punches like that.
Especially at 36.
Yeah. One good punch will knock all your teeth out.
Yeah. Or a kick. Ask Ronda.
Yeah.
That loosened her teeth to the point where she couldn't bite an apple for months.
Damn, that's fucked.
Yeah, dude. Look up, like, some stuff she said about after the Holly Holm fight. It's bad. Knocked her teeth loose.
Holly Holm is a professional boxer?
Right? Yes.
Okay,
and she,
yeah.
When she went into MMA, she kind of got the fast track to a title shot. And everyone expected Ronda to walk through her. That did not happen.
No.
Holly Holm head kicked Ronda. And
I remember the memes. The memes are very funny because her face was like,
and she went like this type of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was brutal. But it lived up to the hype, like this weekend with 314. The main card was fire. Jean Silva submitted Mr. Flat Earth and Nazi ass Bryce Mitchell.
Damn, I saw that. That's been the best highlight
Oh,
that
absolutely.
I've seen. Because fuck that guy.
Hey.
That guy is a straight cunt.
He's supposed to be the grappler of this fight. And like so skilled with grappling. And you got submitted by a striker? Not only that, he got submitted so bad that he got put to sleep with his eyes open.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn. That's rough.
That is rough.
That makes me feel so good, though.
What's that choke called? Did they call it the ninja choke?
Ninja choke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Felt
real good. But you've got a hype ass weekend ahead of you.
Hell yeah! So you had your hype ass weekend last weekend.
Take it over, brother.
I got my ass.
Yes.
I got my hype ass weekend this weekend.
Yeah, you do.
That's what, bro. That's the new gimmick right there. Hass is hype ass weekend. Let's see. All right, so
make it go viral, everybody. Hass.
Yeah.
Hashtag Hass.
Even though the W is silent.
The W is silent. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck them. There has to be a language where the W is silent. I don't know what it is.
I'm sure there's some stupid English word where the W is silent.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to like scour through a dictionary to find it.
We'll have to do all that work. All right. So, this weekend is WrestleMania. Actually, by the way, fun fact, and if you watched all of WWE programming this week, it would be over, I think they said it's over 40 hours.
God damn.
Of content. Yeah. So, but no, they're counting Monday, Monday, all the way up till this Monday, because it's the Raw after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And that's like a party, and everybody's all ginned up from the 2 days of WrestleMania, so they go there and have a fucking ball.
I mean, that's where like people come back and shit too, right?
Well, usually, we'll see. I'm looking forward to some surprises, and I'm hoping we'll get a couple of big surprises.
Word. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yes.
Let's start with Saturday.
We're gonna start it out with Saturday at 1 p.m. So
Eastern time.
If you need me, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you need me, I'm in front of the TV. Do not call me. Do not text me. Well, yeah, you can text me. I'll respond back to you later. However,
you better respond to me immediately. God damn it.
We got Stand and Deliver.
I'm on a different level of text message responses, sir.
That's true. So here's how it goes. The NXT Stand and Deliver starts at 1, and I think it goes to 4.
Okay.
Which is fine, because it's 7 matches, 1 undercard match, and then the rest are straight matches. And then
all of this is on Peacock, right?
Yes, it is. It's all on Peacock. Literally, you could go, and this is what I think I'll do, is I'll go and I will just cut on Peacock at like 12 and just not cut it off.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be no point. And you know what's so weird, though? I can't remember the time for when WrestleMania starts.
I'll look it up while you talk about this.
Yeah. I will have to excuse my yawns. I've been doing extra hard work today at work. Instead of my normal sitting at the computer doing paperwork, I've been helping break down some racks in a warehouse, and it didn't suck. The racks themselves aren't heavy, like the beams aren't heavy, but when you have to take down, 40 beams, it gets a little tedious. And then you also have the actual stands that hold the beams, so you got to walk those down. It's a lot. All right, we're gonna start out. Jesus.
Pre-show starts at 4 p.m.
Okay, I kind of thought so.
The event itself starts at 7.
Okay, yeah. Man, that pre-show is gonna be long. I'll skip that. I'll skip the pre-show. Skipping a pre-show doesn't mean I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just not gonna pay 100% attention to it.
Well, that's probably just like analysts and stuff like that.
Yeah, analysts are gonna go over and talk about a lot of matches and stuff.
Yeah, maybe
give
some interviews,
to certain things and what have you. All right, so pre-show that we have for NXT, it's the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Elimination match to determine the #1 contenders for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. So these are on NXT. So you have Metaphor, Lash Legend, Jakara Jackson, Fatal Influence, Fallon Henley, JC Jane, Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan, and Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. 4 women's teams are going to go at it. Listen, this on paper is going to be really good. Like, I think this is going to be a very surprising opening for NXT. This is going to definitely be worth watching. All 12 women are really good. Why are you frowning?
No, I'm thinking of the math. I was like, how's that 12? That should be 8.
No, it's 4 teams. 4 teams of 2. Oh wait, no. Fuck. I'm tripping. It's 4 teams of 2, so that's 2, 4, 6.
That's 8.
Yeah, bro, I'm tired. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired. Like, listen.
I feel that. I'm just like, you were confident they were 12 though.
Hey, you know what? I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna come out. It's gonna be, 2 more people coming out. That's still not 12, but still, whatever. But yeah, I honestly think at least with this, I really don't have like a dog in this fight. I really want Metaphor to be able to go and
be the contender
and be #1 contender. But it's just this is what I like about NXT.
Is this one where you could kind of just see any one of those being it?
Yes, I want Metaphor to win, but I kind of feel that Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade are gonna win, and it's just gonna be upsetting. And it's like, but why? Like you brought Roxanne Perez up to the main roster, but all of a sudden she's back down to NXT. Like, what was the point of moving her up if you're moving her right the fuck back down? What? That doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unless maybe it was to wrap up some like story on NXT or something. Who knows?
Something. I don't know. Maybe. All right. So I don't think, like we said earlier, I don't think these are actually in 100% order. I know the 7th match is in order. That's
the main event. That's the main event.
That no 100%, because like I'm looking at these stipulations, it doesn't make any sense. You have a fatal 4-way tag team elimination, then you turn around, you have a ladder match. That's bonkers. Like that's
how you burn the crowd.
You're gonna burn your crowd out real quick. But you have Zakara.
So before you go on with that, your pick is Metaphor.
Yes, my pick is Metaphor, because they've told in the doldrums long enough. I think they do deserve to be able to go contend for the tag team women's tag.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say, if there's a goth Dami Mommy on there, I want them to win. That's it.
Look up Fatal Influence, because I think you will enjoy either, I think, that or Gigi.
Okay.
Look up those four.
I will.
And I think you'll enjoy them greatly. So now you have the ladder match for the vacant NXT Women's North American Championship. So a little backstory behind this. They sort of unified the champions with Julia versus Stephanie Fakir. However, Julia came back. I think she just needed some time off to heal like a nagging injury or whatever. So she lost the belt to Stephanie, took a couple of weeks off, and now she's back. But Stephanie was like, "Well, I can't really I can't really juggle both of these titles. Um, so I'm gonna vacate this one and I'm gonna hold on to this one. Um, so now it's vacant. Oh, you looking at the pictures?
Oh, hurt me.
Oh yeah, that's
mommy.
E.G. Dolan.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
God damn. She could be the worst wrestler ever. I'm rooting for her. Shit. What?
All right. So
this is your fault.
How's it my fault?
You told me to look her up.
I didn't say right now, you jerk.
I will forget. You know I have the memory of a fucking hamster.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, we took a break from who's girl? Why can't they show me a picture of her? I don't know who that is.
He told me to look up this girl, and because of my memory, I did it now, and I ended up gooning and distracted him.
I don't know one of the girls. I know everybody else. I just don't know her.
Oh, on this list.
Yeah, for the ladder match. So there's a ladder match for the vacant women's NXT American Championship. You got Zakara, Kalani Jordan, Sol Ruka, Izzy Dame, Lola Vice, and Thea Hale. Now.
Oh hey, I know Lola Vice. She was Valerie Loretta in Bellator.
Yes, she's badass.
She got an ass.
No, I didn't say that.
I said it. I said she got it.
I truly want. So here's my heart pick.
Yeah, let's just go with your heart. Fuck logic. Let's go with your heart.
My heart pick is I want Thea to win.
Okay.
Because she used to be a part of Chase University. And I can't remember. I think she was hurt, but I started following her on.
I was gonna say, this is the girl you send me that like does all this like coffee review shit, right?
Yes. Oh my god, her bro. She wrestles how she acts. Like she's chaotic, and her things are super chaotic. She her finisher is a hammer, body scissors into a hammerlock.
She looks like the human embodiment of ADD.
Yes. That's exactly what she looks like. Like she's like she's just all kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like the dark horse for this. Like she's the one that I really want to win. But but my heart is for Thea. My head is for Soul. And the reason why I say that is because that sets up a program with her and Zara. The reason why it sets up a program is because they're tag team partners. So she's in the match with her. She's like, if something happens and she gets eliminated or Soul eliminates, Zara, then, that puts a wedge between their friendship and their tag team.
Then they get beefing.
And if Soul wins, then like there you have a ready-made feud.
And the wrestling's just testosterone fucking soap opera, so yeah, that makes sense.
Basically. Yeah. So, that's who I think I was gonna win. Now the next match, the next upcoming match, the Fatal 4-Way for an NXT Women's Championship. So we have Stephanie Fakir, Julia, Jordan Grace, and Jada Parker. All four of these women have been beefing since like Julia lost her title. So Stephanie beefing with Jordan, Jada with Stephanie. It's been like a huge clusterfuck. Now, I personally think it's going to be Jordan Grace that's going to get this title. There will be a title change.
Okay.
100%. And Jordan Grace is going to go on to hold that belt for a very long time.
So let me ask you this: do you think it's a title change because they want to catapult people to the main roster type of thing, or?
I think Stephanie will show up on the main roster. I don't think because she's too big to be in NXT, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
But she has a huge fan base down in NXT, so shooting her up to the main roster would be,
But isn't that
good.
essentially the goal of NXT, though?
Yes, that is the essential goal for NXT. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Blase, blase.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Jordan Grace is gonna get it, or because Jada's she's getting better in the ring and she's getting better on the microphone and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But Jordan just has everything. She's like, have you seen Jordan Grace before, right?
Yeah, you've sent me pictures of her with 2% body fat type of shit.
Yeah, she's
I'm like
pretty
goddamn.
She's badass. Like, and I've been following Jordan Grace for a long time too. Like a long time. Like for the past probably 8 years.
Don't get me wrong.
I thought she was pretty badass.
I do love me some muscle mommies, but there's a point where there's too much muscle, and that's too much muscle.
Oh, really?
When you're looking like Terry Crews with estrogen, it's too much. When your muscles have muscles, it's too much.
Oh, well, there you go, I guess. But yeah, my pick is
she looks like Brock Lesnar without the steroids.
Oh, that's pretty fucked up.
Is it?
Why are you gonna compare her to the tomato face fuck?
Because I said without the steroids, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, but still.
Because that tomato face fuck would still be jacked. Like,
jeez,
he would be. Yeah. He just wouldn't be insanely jacked.
True. So,
if anything, I meant that part as a compliment.
Yeah, true. I'm surprised you're complimenting the tomato faced fuck.
Look, man, he's got a physique. I can't discredit that. Actually, no, I can. It's all steroids, but without the steroids, he would still be jacked, and I acknowledge that.
Yeah, true. So, the next match that we have is a tag team match for an NXT championship. This is the men's tag champs.
Okay, men's tag champs.
You got Nathan Frazier and Axiom, which they're the champions, or if they like to call them Fraxium, because, yeah.
That's weird.
And then you have Hank Walker and Tank Ledger, a.k.a. Hank and Tank.
Are they in the running for, worst names ever?
What do you mean?
Those names are terrible.
But they call themselves Hank and Tank.
But Tank Ledger?
Okay, not so the random name generator didn't work, but now they're trying to make it work.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel that, so one, they've had those tag belts for a very long time. I think it's time for them to drop them. And Hank and Tank, with their charisma and everything, I think that they're gonna beat the champs.
Okay.
So the only way that I could see them not winning is if another tag team interferes and costs them the belt. Which then, Axiom will retain, and, Hank and Tank will have another,
feud
down the road,
Yeah.
So, next match, which is it's the first of 2 matches that I'm seriously looking forward to. You have Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page. This is for the NXT North American Championship.
Oh, I saw I saw people talking about this, making fun of this, because they were like, Oh, AEW fumbled these guys so they could shine here.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. They really did. Because Ricky Saints, aka Ricky Starks, aka Starks Man Jones on Twitter,
That's
is
hilarious.
a motherfucking badass. I saw when I first saw him, I saw him on not NXT, NWA Power, and this was during the pandemic, and I was like, bro, this motherfucker has it. Put all the belts on him, because he had the charisma, he had the look, he could walk the walk and talk the talk,
Well,
and he was good in the ring,
doing my little bit of research too, he's also, because, yeah, everybody, I did my fucking homework. I might not care about WrestleMania, but I care about this podcast, which means I keep you informed. You're fucking welcome.
Damn, stiff. Got him.
Yeah. Apparently he's the fastest person, well, the person who got to a title fastest in NXT history.
Yes. I mean, they're gonna rock his
but I mean,
strap.
that's what I'm saying is like Twitter was going on about AEW fumbling the bag with these two, and then you see them on the biggest event for NXT, and one of them's a champion after like 3 weeks.
I mean, Ethan Page is. I don't understand why they didn't do nothing more with him, because he had so much momentum when he got when he was letting himself when his contract expired in TNA and he left for AEW. I saw him like, bro, Ethan Page, or as Danhausen would call him, Egon Page, which I keep calling him, is very funny. But like, you just let him go like that. He has all the charisma. Like, he's a career heel. Like, you just, if you look at Ethan Page, it's like, there's something about this motherfucker I don't like.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
What?
He's got that bro look, that asshole bro look.
Kind of, sort of. He's also Canadian, so.
Oh, fuck that guy. The only thing we accept from Canada is Avril Lavigne and Nickelback. And Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's one of us now, Canada. Suck it.
Yeah. All right. After this, so my thing is Ricky Saints
never
is
made it as a wise man. Couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Sorry, what?
Ricky Saints to retain. So.
Okay.
Next up, we have a 6-man tag match.
I'm such an asshole.
D'Angelo family of Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stacks Lorenzo, and Luca Crucifino.
Okay.
With their valet versus Dark State. Now, a little information
like a blind man. I'm sick of sour. I was wondering when you were gonna get frustrated with it.
No, of course. Dark State is a new heel faction in NXT. They come out kind of like similar to like the Shield.
Do they sell me insurance?
They do sell insurance, actually.
Okay.
It's very they're insuring to kick someone's ass. That's what.
Okay.
They're
as long as it's affordable, because insurance is brutal these days.
Insurance is brutal these days. But you've got Deion Lennox, Cutler James, Saquon Sugars, and Osiris Griffin. So Dark State, they've been like kind of attacking literally everybody, which is crazy. But they picked on the D'Angelo family because they attacked Tony D'Angelo, and they quote unquote put him out for a couple of weeks. So now they kind of last what is it, NXT, they went through and they jumped, the D'Angelo family jumped Dark State, but then they fought them off, and then Tony D'Angelo came up. He pulled up in a Cadillac and he had like a pipe in his hand and he bopped some people in the face, and everybody, the Dark State, ran away.
That's some mob ball shit right there.
It is mob ball shit. So that's why there's a 6-man tag coming up. Actually, I kind of wish that this was I know they don't want to have a lot of like some bullshit ass matches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because this match alone could literally kind of kill
The
the
crowd.
crowd, because everybody will be like dead from energy wise, and
So is
this
this
is
like
gonna
your
be
piss break match?
I
Respectfully.
I want to say respectively. Unfortunately, yeah, either that or the tag match for the
The
NXT
titles.
tag. Yeah, because like you're gonna need a break. It's just way too much. There's way too much high energy matches here. There on paper, like I was saying earlier, on paper, none of these matches are bad. There's
Look, they
none of these
know.
matches are bad.
Everyone knows that somewhere on the card you've got your piss break match.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to have it, That's
Yeah.
why I was saying that I don't think this is gonna be
The
this
co-main.
is their whole that's not the co-main event. Like they're I don't know how they would put this card together to make it make sense. Like obviously your main event. You already know your main event. You've been building your main event for the last 6-7 weeks now. So,
Mm-hmm.
which gets us into the main event, which is the triple threat match for the NXT Championship. Like I said, this match is gonna blow everybody up because it's a triple threat. So there's no countouts, and you can kind of do whatever you want. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see if something crazy happens. Obafemi is a champion versus Trick Williams versus Javon Evans. So these guys have been feuding off and on. Well, especially Trick Williams and Obafemi have been feuding off and on for like a whole year now.
Damn.
Trick had the title, then Oba got the title, and then Trick tried to go after the title. Oba beat him, and Trick had to go back down, and then it worked his way back up so he could go after the title again. Excuse me.
Bless you.
So they have a history. Javon has a history because he went to go through after a lot of stuff. He went to go through and challenge Oba, but Oba beat him.
Mm-hmm.
And Trick was upset because it was like, well, like he got my spot.
Yeah.
And, arguments ensued from there, but cooler heads prevailed for a little bit until like they had I think it wasn't a triple it wasn't a six-man tag. I know it was cuz Javon was feuding with Ethan Page at first, and once Javon got his win over Ethan, he went back after Oba.
Mm-hmm.
Trick was trying to stop him, and Oba got bumped and like hit Trick, and Trick accidentally hit Javon. So that's why they're having this triple threat.
Gotcha.
I really it's too soon for Javon, but I wouldn't mind Trick having the belt again
Mm-hmm.
and then sending Obafemi up to the main roster. I think he's ready. He's like 6'5", jacked African dude.
I mean, do
Like
they need
he
a
has
powerhouse up there?
not particularly. I mean, they don't really see. This is the issue that I have with the WWE right now. There is no room for anyone. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you're in NXT, you should stay. I'm gonna stay down here until a spot opens up where
I
I
mean,
could
you could,
fit.
for business, that's a good thing, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, there's so much talent on the roster. That's why people sometimes get lost. It's not anyone's fault. It's just that there's just so much good. There's so many good wrestlers.
Yeah.
I mean, like look at there's a wrestler Nikita Lyons. Have you seen her before? I think I sent you a picture.
You have.
Yeah. She got hurt. She ACL injury, right?
She's the
So
one
she
with
was
the
on the
thick ass, right?
yeah.
Okay.
She goes she was on the shelf for what 6 months, 6 to 8 months, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. And it was like the roster just forgot
And
about
you
her.
just get lost in the mix at that point.
Yeah, and now she's trying to figure out how to come back and everything, but she's trying to do what she was doing beforehand. I'm like, you can't do that. Like she's a decent wrestler, but you have to evolve yourself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like if what you came into was working and then you left for a while and you try to come back in, it's not gonna work. You
Yeah.
know, you have to reinvent yourself, and she's not reinventing herself. And then I'm looking at her on Twitter and stuff, and she's complaining that people aren't respecting her. It's not the fact that nobody respects you, it's the fact that you're doing the same gimmick that you were doing when you got hurt. Do
Yeah.
something different. She's a martial artist, she like a shoot martial artist. Fucking put a gi on and just kick some ass. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just do something different. Like, and the thing that she's trying to do now is she wants to be a rapper. Oh, like, come on, man. Like, why? Why you want to be a rapper? Do
That's
something else.
hilarious.
You know? I'm
Yeah.
not saying I don't like what she's doing, but she has to evolve. She has to change. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not, this isn't me shitting on somebody. This is giving them constructive criticism. You
Yeah.
know? And if you can't take constructive criticism, why the hell are you wrestling in your bra and panties in front of millions of people? Dickhead. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the fuck?
Keep being in them bra and panties though.
Right. So, what was I saying? Trick. Yeah, my
Yeah.
pick is Trick.
Okay. Give me your pick for match of the night. Well, match of the card.
Night? Jesus, bro. I'm sorry. Like, they're like, I trust the women's fatal 4-way
Okay.
to be the match of the night. However, it just depends on if like nobody blows up any spots. Like it
Mm-hmm.
so it doesn't look slow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You have 3 women in there that are actually veterans that are gonna go at like a normal pace, and then Jada, she's learning, but I mean she's good enough to be in this. So, but I hope nobody's gonna slow down for
But
her.
she's like the
You know
one
what I
that you
mean?
know is definitely not gonna win.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
She's there to get the
if
rub off.
yeah, if I don't know. I don't know. It's just there's too many really good matches on paper to say what will be match of the night.
Yeah.
It would either be the Fatal 4-way match or the North American Championship match.
Okay.
Because those two know each other. They literally know each other from AEW and probably various other
They gonna
organizations
scrap.
that they've wrestled in. So they're gonna go through. They're gonna keep it snug. It's gonna look good.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
That's good.
So yeah. So that is NXT Stand and Deliver.
Now let's get to the meat and
Saturday.
potatoes.
Yep.
Cause boy, do we have a lot more.
Jesus. Yeah, we do have a lot more. I'm gonna lose my voice by the time.
We've got WrestleMania, keeping up with the tradition since COVID of it being 2 nights.
which I'm happy is 2 nights. It just
Dog,
bro.
imagine if they had these 14 fucking matches in one night.
For one, I'd be asleep by match 8 because
Yeah.
I'd be blown up. I'd be blown up after cheering too much.
Yeah. I mean, there would be an adrenaline dump for fucking the crowd. So you got night 1, which they've already announced who the first match of the night is. It's the right one on Wikipedia.
Oh, okay. Oh, enough.
The first match and the main event are confirmed for night 1, and the main event is confirmed for night 2.
Okay, so all right, yeah, that's fine. All right, so
the rest of these could go in any order, everybody.
Yeah. So Gunther versus Jey Uso is the first match of night 1, on for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now,
we about to get a hot take.
I think Gunther's gonna retain. And the only reason why I say that is because like they've given Jey Uso so much. Like, listen, Gunther went through and beat up Jimmy and bloodied him up, and Jay was stuck trying to catch up to it. Listen, I love Jay. I think Gunther's retaining.
But
because
don't you think this would be the time to put it on him, though, to put the title on him with how like hot he is with like the crowds?
I mean, yeah, you could
Again,
go through.
did my homework, everybody.
It's kind of the same. Listen, it's kind of the same. Where the fuck is my shoe? It's kind of the same thing with Kofi, you know, with Kofi Mania. Like, are they gonna do the Yeet Mania? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I would like, trust me, I would 100% like Jay Uso to win, and then Gunther do something else.
Like we all know that when they start that Wrestlemania card, and he's the first one to come out, you're gonna be yeeting at your TV.
Everybody is, yeah.
I'm saying, like, you're just gonna be sitting there just yeeting.
Yeah.
Because I know you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what you do.
So, yeah. I just have a strange feeling that they're not gonna pull the trigger. But the thing about that is, here's why this is good and why this is bad. The bad first. If they don't pull the trigger and get Jay to have the title,
his run's over.
It's literally going to deflate the entire crowd.
Oh, okay.
Because of how much they've built up Jay to be able to overcome his fear, overcome all of this, and then go after
everyone wants it.
Yeah, because he won the Royal Rumble, so he could challenge anybody. He thought about challenging Cody, but then Gunther was like, "No, you're gonna keep fighting me," and everything. Then Jay was like trepidatious about, I don't know if I have it, because he'd wrestled him before and lost, and it was like for the title, by the way. Mm-hmm. So he was like, but this was before he won the Royal Rumble. So it was like, I don't know. And then his brother was trying to give him pep talks and stuff like this, and people were giving him pep talks, and you know,
it's a classic underdog story.
Yeah, it's a classic underdog story. But here's the thing: if Jay loses, not only will it deflate the crowd, but where do you go from here? What does Jay do now?
Yeah.
Does he join his brother on SmackDown?
So it sounds like he kind of has to win.
Yeah, he kind of has to win, right? That's what we all think. I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Because I kind of want Gunther to do something else. I kind of want him to be like, cool, I'm just going to go up against Cody or whoever has the title at the time. Because I've got some hot takes about night 2 as well.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, night 1's going to be full of surprises. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
The next match that we have listed up here is the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar versus the New Day, Kofi and Xavier Woods. Here's another hot take.
Yeah.
I think the War Raiders are going to retain, and Big E is coming out to cost the New Day their title, their champion.
Okay.
Their champion. I just kind of it feels
that's
like
the
it's
big meaty man that broke his neck, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he got like belly to bellied by fuck, I forgot. Damn, I forgot the guy's name. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, but he's, you know, on the mend and stuff like that, and he's on not commentary, he's on like analyst table and stuff like that. However, they had like this big blow up about this, and you know, Big E didn't take any bumps or anything, but Kofi and Xavier walked out and left Big E in the ring. It was pretty sad. A lot of people were upset.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is how Big E gets his comeuppance. You're not gonna say a bunch of shit like that to somebody, and he's not gonna be like, okay,
and not get your payback.
Yeah, he's gonna get his pound of flesh. Don't worry. You know.
Yeah.
So, the next match that they have listed down here is Rey Mysterio, versus
butcher that man's name.
No, I always pronounce it incorrect. It's very funny.
Okay.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio, versus El Grande Americano, Which everybody knows El Grande Americano is Chad Gable under a mask.
Is that a fucking Starbucks drink?
Yes, it is, actually. That's the joke.
Okay.
Do you know where El Grande Americano is from? He is billed from the Gulf of America. Oh my god, I love it. I love it, man. Hilarious. So, I think they're gonna keep this feud going on, and El Grande Americano is going to win, by nefarious means. I think, either he's gonna do one of two things. He's going to, put the piece of metal in his mask and give a diving headbutt to Ray to get the W, or he's gonna try to take Ray's mask and pin him, which that'll cover Ray's face. Ray have to cover his face up while he gets pinned. But this is gonna lead up to a mask versus mask match. This is what all of this is going to lead up to. And
I hate
where
it.
El Grande
I fucking hate it.
Why do you hate it?
It's so stupid. Gulf of America?
Stupid? Oh, that's what you're laughing about.
Yes.
Yeah, trust me. You know what's real dumb though? You should have saw the what is it? The promo that they had for him. Where he was they AI'd a thing for him and he had 6 fingers on one hand. It was hilarious. But that's the thing. That's what makes it so bad, because they have him, doing whatever, and he's, billed from the Gulf of fucking America, which is dumb. Like I said, El Grande Americano is going to win, and they're gonna further the storyline until SummerSlam probably, and build up to a mask versus mask match, which is going to be fun. I don't even understand when the last time there was ever a mask versus mask match in WWE. I don't think there's been any, to be honest with you. Maybe like 1 or 2.
I just want a mask versus hair match between Rey Mysterio and his son.
That'd be funny.
Because
you can't cut the mullet. Come on now.
I was about to say, like, his son's not gonna lose. Just make that like Mysterio's retirement match.
Oh yeah, that I could see that. Rey Mysterio retiring from that. Yeah, that should be a career versus hair match.
Nah, the mask though. But then he just is like, I'm done.
Yeah. Career, because there's way too many what is it? We need
masked wrestlers.
Ray need no. There's never too many masked wrestlers.
I don't know.
There's just too many superstars.
Oh,
right now, and Ray should at least cut his schedule down so he's not wrestling all the time.
Part-time it.
Yeah, Ray's he's almost 60.
I was gonna say, he's got to be pushing 50.
Yeah, I think he's like 53, 54 or something like that.
Let me see. Rey Mysterio. He is 50.
Oh, he's just 50?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, no, he's got a couple of good years left. He had those stem cell treatments like 10 years ago and stuff like that, and they renewed his wrestling passion.
He also had them not too long ago, I believe.
What happened?
I said he also had them not too long ago, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too. So, got himself some new knees, basically.
Yo, I need some new knees.
Yeah, after all that shit he's been through. So the next match that we have on here is Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Now, there's a lot of bad blood between these two women. Naomi attacked Jade and left Jade laying for months. And she came back at the Elimination Chamber, beat the shit out of Naomi. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was nuts. I honestly think I don't want a winner in this match. I want a double count out. just to further the storyline, how they just hate each other and
Or just like a
despise each other.
beatdown so bad that neither can continue.
Yeah, basically. And this would lead up to a build for Backlash.
What if it led up to like a Hell in a Cell match?
It would be nice to see women in a Hell in a Cell match. There hasn't been that many women's Hell in a Cell matches, to be honest with you. It's just like,
because I mean, for a good one of those, you got to have beef.
Yeah, and they do have beef.
So, sounds like that could be interesting.
It's going to be interesting. There's like a huge like dichotomy in between them. Since now Naomi is heel and she's gone crazy and stuff like that. She has like she had like razor blades attached to her dress.
Damn.
Today, which is wild. I'm like, the fuck are you doing? You know, if you just brush by somebody really quick, you're gonna cut them the hell up.
God damn it, Cat.
All right, so the next match that we have listed, I'm gonna try to go through and rapid fire some of these because
yeah,
it's almost 10:30.
Yeah.
I've had a long day.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a long day tomorrow. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. LA Knight's gonna retain. I think that we're gonna see Solo Sikoa interfere, which is gonna lead to Jacob attacking Solo, and then Solo bringing out another enforcer, and we'll see. There's a certain somebody who has had his last match. Wait, what's today? Tomorrow, the 18th. Certain somebody's having their last match in New Japan, and they may or may not show up at WrestleMania.
That'd be interesting.
On Raw or SmackDown the next week.
Yeah.
So I honestly think LA Knight's gonna win. Retain, that is. Next match is Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. These two have a lot of people compared them because
sounds like negative chemistry.
They had there were some things that were said that should not have been said from the script that kind of threw people into a loop.
The one you're talking about, I know what you're talking. The divorce line. That line was fire, though.
Yes, it was. But like, Charlotte came back and people are
threw that bitch
her
so off.
Yeah, you got like, for somebody who's supposed to be a horsewoman, she got thrown off by the crowd.
Her father's arguably the greatest of all time.
Yeah, and she can't live up to his. I understand, like, sometimes you
not even live up to it, but like, at least be competent on your toes.
Yeah, so this I'm not gonna really call because I just have a strange feeling that Charlotte's gonna win, and I don't really want that.
That sounds like calling it, Jamie.
Yeah, it does sound like calling it, but I want my girl Tiffany to win.
Yeah, it's one of them that, like, your heart says one, but your brain says, well, the dubs.
Yeah, I know what's gonna happen. It's
yeah.
No.
And now the main event.
So, the main event. Ironically, this is probably going to be match of the night because it has so much story involved with it.
Well, I mean, it also has three of the biggest names in the company.
Yes, that is true.
I would say probably three of the five biggest names.
Yes, that is also true. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk with Paul Heyman versus Seth Rollins. So, Roman Reigns. Yes.
Wasn't Paul Heyman with Roman?
That's what I was about to explain.
Okay. I didn't do enough homework, guys.
Paul Heyman owed CM Punk a favor, and which he kind of turned his back on Roman, and Roman got pissed off about it. So, but that's not the true wrinkle. The true wrinkle is Seth Rollins came out during a Punk and Heyman segment, and Seth Rollins stomped Punk with a curb stomp, and then he was about to stomp Paul Heyman, and he stopped and said, "Now you owe me a favor." So we've got this dichotomy of three individuals with one manager who is going to who is he going to be loyal to? Is he going to be loyal to the tribal chief, who he's been loyal to for a very long time? Is he going to be loyal to CM Punk because they're friends and stuff like that? Or is he going to turn on all of them and go with Seth Rollins? This is going to be a match of the night. If not for the wrestling, for the story. You know what I mean? Also, I'm hoping that Living Color comes out and does a live rendition of Cult of Personality.
They're in Vegas for the weekend.
Oh, I know, and I'm hoping so, because that, bro, you don't understand how it is, because this will, if they are going to be playing for him, this is their second time doing this. And the first time they did it, the fucking place came unglued. Like, because it's you just hear it and like everybody pops and stuff like that.
I mean, that song is fire.
It is fire. It's very fire. So I think what's gonna happen is Roman's gonna come down, OTC, blase blase. I think Seth Rollins is going to not come out in such really over-the-top, extravagant gear. I think he's going to come out wearing Shield stuff again.
Just to fuck
piss
with
Roman off. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Here's the weird part. So CM Punk actually is the catalyst for the Shield. Because it was CM Punk that was supposed to be, I think he was either supposed to run it, or he was going to be in the group with Roman and Seth. They wasn't going to have a Moxley. It was just going to be the three of them. So that's another connection. Bro, it's all
just intertwined.
This match has so much story behind it. There's so much stuff that's callbacks. It's nuts.
I mean, also, Punk wanting to main event WrestleMania for like 20 years now.
Yeah. He gets to main event it, not for a title, but whatever.
But main event. Like, that goes down in history.
Yeah. Also, and it's good for him to main event night one anyway, because everybody's going to be so damn gassed from night one that night two is just going to, there's going to be people that are going to have energy, but it's just not going to be, enough.
Yeah. So, you got a triple threat, which, as you said earlier, means like no disqualifications. So they can do some dirty shit to each other. And they're gonna.
I honestly foresee this match going like 30 plus minutes.
But who you got winning?
I'm not even exaggerating, because it's just going to be, crazy.
Yeah. But who you got?
Oh, I got CM Punk.
Okay.
I got to go Punk, Even though if Living Color comes out and actually does a live version of his song, that's actually another tell that a person's going to lose. So, it really doesn't matter who wins or loses in here, because it's just the storyline of who is Paul Heyman going to side with.
Yeah.
So.
And win, lose, or draw, like, the crowd's going home happy after that match.
Yeah.
So we got night two.
Night two. Right now we have Io Sky versus Bianca Belair.
Again, everybody, only the main event is confirmed.
Yes, only the main event is confirmed. So we are just gonna go and read them off as they are on
Wikipedia.
You
beautiful, beautiful website.
Yeah, I know, right? So Sky, who's the champion, versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley.
Got Dami, mommy.
Yes.
That's my pick. Got Dami, mommy.
I don't think Rhea's gonna win. I really want Io to retain. I kind of want Io to retain, and I want Naomi to cost Bianca the championship. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I just kind of want that to happen, you know. This is another intertwined story as well, because Rhea had the championship. She was going up against Io, who was the challenger, but Bianca won the women's Royal Rumble. No, she didn't win the women's Royal Rumble. That was Charlotte.
Chamber.
Yeah, Bianca won the Chamber. So with her winning the Chamber, now she can challenge the whoever had the belt at the time, which was Rhea. She was going to challenge her, but Rhea lost the championship to Io on Raw, and she got pissed off because it was like, well, Bianca cost me the match. She was interfering and all this other stuff. Bianca wasn't doing anything. All she was doing was standing up and clapping, and Rhea got all pissed off, you know. But every time that these Bianca and Rhea get in the ring together and Io's there, they forget Io exists and they have a problem with each other. So Io's all pissed off now.
Damn, that's mad disrespectful.
I'm like, motherfucker, I'm the champion and you're not you're disrespecting me? Fuck you. So like that's what happened like on Monday where Io did the springboard drop kick into Rhea, which knocked Bianca out the ring. Nuts. Io wins. Io retains. You know, that's fine. You know, I'm not. I don't think I need to go into any more depth. You know.
Yeah, we got the next match.
It'll just be like those two chasing after Io, which is fine.
Yeah.
Next match that we have listed down is the tag match for the women's championship. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, work champs, versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. I really want Bayley and Lyra to win, but Liv and Raquel being basically, you know, Liv is Shawn Michaels and Raquel is basically Diesel. You know, I like that dynamic where it's like the short shit talking guy with the muscle behind him and stuff like that, so nobody can mess with him. I think that would work better. I mean, there's not really that many women tag teams on the main roster. You know, obviously on NXT roster they got plenty. But yeah, I want Bayley and Lyra to win. And if Bayley and Lyra don't win, this just sets up a match between Bayley and Lyra. Because Bayley won, she lost the match against Lyra, and then they started teaming together. So it was like, huh,
that's weird.
Teaming? Yeah, it's wrestling, my dude.
Well, yeah,
of course it's weird. So they're going to get together to try to go after the tag titles. Which I think Bayley is going to turn on Lyra.
So it's probably just a situation of like they set a match to build up that story over the tag team stories.
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha. Next match. Sorry, everybody. We're kind of just powering through.
Yeah, because it's getting late and we're both tired.
And I've got to edit this and post it.
Yeah. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
Fuck Logan Paul.
Yeah, because Logan keeps getting one over on AJ, and
I hate to say it, because Logan Paul has talent. I've seen his shit. But fuck Logan Paul.
Yeah, he's a cunt.
Did you see his tweet?
What tweet?
The one I posted where he's like the video where he's like, oh, fighting Dylan Dennis was the biggest mistake of my life. Motherfucker, you went to Japan.
Oh yeah, I did see you. I did see you tweeted that.
You went to Japan in the forest and posted it on YouTube. And getting rich off fighting Dylan Dennis was the biggest mistake of your life? I get it. Your wife got harassed. That's not cool. It's really not. It's shitty of Dennis, but that's the biggest mistake of your life? Not like a whole country like wanting you dead?
Yeah, right.
Dog.
Yeah, delusional. Thy name is Paul Brothers.
Yeah. So, fuck
asshole.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
You going with AJ Styles?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Gotta go with my boy AJ Styles. Next match that we have listed down is Fatal 4-Way for the IC belt. So you got Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio.
So are you going for the mullet?
Actually, I have a strange feeling that Braun is gonna retain. Because this is going to still continue to set up that Finn Balor and Dominic are not on the same page, and they're going to kick Finn out of the Judgment Day.
But wouldn't it make more sense for him to just win the title to just make tension?
Who? Dominic?
Yeah.
No, because Dominic's going to cost Finn somehow, or Finn's going to cost Dominic. But most of the time, it seems like Dominic's been costing Finn. So that means that we're going to we might see them turn on each other in the match. But there might be somebody that's going to join Judgment Day that's going to show up at
Mania.
At WrestleMania, which I think it might be Aleister Black.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. They've already teased him and everything. They've been teasing him for the last couple weeks.
Well, then they probably wouldn't tease him to join a faction then.
True, but there is some history between Finn Balor and Aleister Black from way back in the day. I think they're gonna continue a storyline from back in the day.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So you've got Braun Breaker.
Yes, I got Braun Breaker.
In a, you said it. Did you say it's a ladder match?
It's a 4-way.
Okay. Well, I mean that always allows for some shenanigans.
Yes, that's why I'm saying Aleister Black might show up and cost attack Finn for not no reason. Give him that black mass kick. Send him right to the fucking Shadow Realm.
Damn. All right, the
next match is a Sin City Street Fight, which anything can happen. It's gonna be Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
In a street fight, like it doesn't even matter who fucking wins.
Yeah.
They're just gonna beat the shit out of each other for 20 minutes.
They're gonna be all over the arena beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, it's just gonna be brutality for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I say I don't care, but I don't know. I think I kind of want Drew to win to continue the storyline because Drew took Damian Priest's his cross pendant, so we'll go through and see something like that. Drew winning on some bullshit and stuff like that.
Can you really win on some bullshit on a street fight?
I mean, you can.
I mean, but the bullshit's kind of the whole point of the street fight.
Well, you could win one of two ways. You could win how Mankind won against The Rock that one time, where he pinned The Rock with a forklift and got the title. Or
That's
you
hilarious.
Or you can go through and be like John Cena pinning. Well, no, he didn't pin him. He duct taped Batista's legs down so he couldn't get up for the last man standing match.
That's also hilarious.
Bro, I was in Baltimore when that happened. I was so pissed off. I'm like, This
Were you in
motherfucker.
the arena?
Yeah, I was in the arena.
Oh,
I saw
okay.
that match. It was oh, it was a TLC match. It was TLC.
I mean, that would have had to been a long time ago for it to be Batista.
Yeah, well, guess who who drove us up to or drove me up to well, hold on. Guess who was in the car with me when we went up there?
Sean,
Yep. And guess who else?
JT, and Mark.
Yep, exactly. You have you get the bell, sir. Winner chicken dinner. Yeah. We came we went to the power plant and we went to when it was ESPN Zone. Now, you know how long ago that was. ESPN Zone don't exist no more.
Yeah.
You know, and we went and we got some food.
I mean, even to
And
reference Sean, that's easily almost 15 years ago.
yeah, exactly.
Well, no, that is 15 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Very long fucking time.
Yeah.
So we digress on
Yeah.
stuff like
Next
that.
one, we got Open Challenge with Randy Orton.
Oh, they don't even have that on here.
It's on Wikipedia.
So,
I'm looking at it as number 6.
Number 6, I have Cody Rhodes versus Cena.
Come on, phone. See my number 6?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
So there is 7 matches. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a strange feeling that what's the guy's name? What's the commissioner's name? Not Adam Pearce, but the other guy.
Let me see.
Fuck. How can I know his he was Magnus in TNA, but I can't remember his name now in WWE. Cuz
I'm looking.
I think he's going to wrestle Randy Orton. And I think that's going to be clean. That's going to be a really good fight, really good match, you know.
Yeah. Nick Aldis.
Yes, Nick Aldis. Yes, I think Nick Aldis is going to put the trunks on and the knee pads and elbow pads and wrestle Orton. You know, maybe give him like 10, 15 minutes. You know, something like
just
that.
Get him an RKO.
Simple. Yeah, of course. And they get hit with RK out of nowhere.
Gotta love the RKO.
Yes. It's very fun to watch somebody get hit with it.
All right, main event.
Main event: Cody Rhodes, the champion, versus the man you can't see, John Cena. 10 out of 10, Cena's winning this match. He's
you think so?
Champion. Yes. The reason why I say that is because there's going to be more money in the chase than there is.
So you think they're going to take the title off their poster boy?
Yes.
Because
I think all the filming that Cena has is wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you frozen, sir. Oh, there you go.
No, my charger came unplugged because some cat wants to be an ass.
Makes sense. But yeah, so Cena's gonna win.
Okay.
Cena's gonna win, and he's gonna walk out with as a champion, and everybody's gonna be booing / cheering. But it's gonna be the chase for Cody Rhodes to go after Cena to get his belt back. Yep.
So they're pretty much gonna repeat like his build to the title.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Like not necessarily repeat. I shouldn't say that, but like, be like, okay, we're back on this. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what's your thought of potential match of the night for night 2?
It's the 4-way for the IC belt.
Think so? Okay.
Yeah, so
I mean, it makes sense. More talent in there to do work with each other.
Yeah, I know Braun is gonna spear somebody out of their shoes. I'll tell you that much.
I saw a clip of that motherfucker running and hitting Carlito with a spear.
Yeah.
it's fucking wild that Carlito is still a thing.
Mm.
B, he leaped and flew like Superman and then sent Carlito fucking flying with that spear.
Yeah. Did you see the eulogy that Carlito made on his
What?
on his Instagram?
No, I saw a clip
He
of him jumping behind the announce desk to avoid the dude.
I mean, I would too. Shit.
Dog, I wouldn't even be in the same town.
Bro, you see how Speed got blown up? You know?
Dude, I'm telling you, I wouldn't even be on the same brand. I'd be like, nah, get me out of here. I've taken that. Shit.
I still say if Speed would have turned the other way, he wouldn't have gotten hurt as bad. It would have still sucked, but he wouldn't have got hurt
I was about
as
to say,
bad.
get hit with a spear that fast from someone that big is not going to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be like me saying, "Hey, Jamie, I'm gonna spear you." That's gonna feel bad.
Yeah. It's gonna feel real bad.
Probably for both of us, but
yeah, you're gonna get blown up. I'm gonna get blown up.
Yeah,
we're both gonna be hurt.
Yeah, we are. But that is Mania weekend.
Yep, that is Mania weekend.
And one more thing before we wrap it up, Jamie.
Sure.
We were talking earlier about Raw after Mania being really a big day for people to return.
Mm-hmm.
Give me return or debut. Mm-hmm. Give me one name that you want to see happen. Not necessarily that will, but that you want to see it.
Besides Jeff Cobb, that's literally the only other person that I think could debut and like have a giant splash.
I don't know who that is, but
if you look up Jeff Cobb, you'll see he used to be on. He was an Olympic wrestler. I can't remember what country he was wrestling for, but he was in New Japan, and he was also the Monster Matanza in Lucha Underground. He just had a mask on, and he had a full like crazy man like jumpsuit on, and he just blow the shit up out of people.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he also does a lot of.
So that's like your like hype ass dream like debut after Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I can't really think of anybody else. Like, there's just so much that's going on. Like, I don't know if they can wrap up anything.
I say bring back R-Truth because he's a national treasure.
I mean, the truth is there. He's just, I think he got hurt.
Just make Truth a commentator.
Oh yeah.
That'd be so funny.
That would be funny.
But
at least commentator 1 or 2 matches and stuff.
Yeah. Next week. It doesn't necessarily line up exactly, but it'll be a year of the Nerd Table, everybody.
Nice. I'm steamed.
Yeah. So one of the things we're going to talk about is kind of goals we have and like updates and stuff like that of like where we want to take this, like what we want to do and what we want to bring to everybody watching.
Yes.
Which means I also want you guys that have definitely hopefully stuck around for this 2 hours and 40 minutes at this point, to let us know what you want. Because without people watching, there's no Nerd Table.
True.
So we're thankful of that and receptive for all of that as well. Now, I'm sure that we might have some like throwback type of topic or something topical in the gaming or comic sphere. Something. We'll come up with something. We always do. Oh, yeah. No, we're going to talk about Mania again.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Mania and the Raw after Mania.
Yeah. Probably not going to break down what happens on every single match. But we'll talk quite a bit, I'm sure. Because I'm sure that there's going to be not necessarily some snoozers, but some filler in there.
Yeah.
So
I'm probably take some notes and everything while I'm watching.
Yeah. Cool.
Very much looking forward to ordering myself a pizza and some wings and maybe a beer or two.
Yeah. This is his Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, basically.
But that's it for this episode, everybody. Do me a favor. Give us a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, follow on YouTube, Spotify. Leave a comment. Like I said, let us know what you want to see, what we can do better, what you enjoy. Hell, let me know what your favorite episode was. Make sure to follow us. Linktree is in the bio. And we'll see you next time.
Yep, we'll see you next time. And in the meantime and in between time, we'll see you guys next time for some graps and some MMA stuff.
This is how you remind me of what I really am.